The great lie of the universe. Why doesn't Earth fall? Close your eyes and try to imagine. You are standing on a gargantuan rock weighing billions upon billions of tons. It has no foundation, no pillars to support it, and not a single rope hanging it up. It is simply drifting in the middle of a pitch-black, cold, and infinite void. According to our common logic, that rock should fall, shouldn't it? But the truth is, our Earth has never fallen, and it never will fall in the way you think. Why is that? Is there some miraculous hand lifting us? Or does the universe simply not operate according to what we were taught in school? Today, we will debunk a lie that Earth has used to deceive humanity for billions of years. A lie called falling, and believe me, the real answer is crazier and more terrifying than any science fiction movie you've ever seen. To understand why we don't fall, we first have to redefine what does falling actually mean. In our world, falling means going from high to low. But in space, the concepts of up, down, and left-right completely vanish. The universe has no floor. You could fly for billions of light years and never hit a wall or reach the bottom of a pit. So, if there is no down, why doesn't Earth just fly straight off into the void instead of obediently orbiting the sun for the past $4.60 billion years? Over 300 years ago, Sir Isaac Newton believed it was due to gravity. He saw the apple fall and thought, the Earth is pulling the apple, so the sun must also be using an invisible rope to pull the Earth. Newton was right in terms of the numbers, but he was helpless when it came to answering, what is that rope made of? How can the sun reach across hundreds of millions of kilometers of vacuum to grab us? It wasn't until 1915 that a man with messy hair named Albert Einstein appeared and made a bold declaration: gravity actually does not exist. Einstein argued that what we call gravity is actually just an illusion. To understand this, imagine the space around us is not a void, but a giant, tightly stretched, and perfectly flat bedsheet. If you place a heavy iron ball representing the sun on that sheet, what happens? The sheet will dip, creating a deep well. Now, if you release a small marble representing Earth on the sheet, the marble won't stay still. It will slide along the curvature of the sheet and head toward the iron ball. This is spacetime curvature because the sun is so massive, $330,000 times heavier than Earth. It has dug a massive, invisible trench beneath our feet. Earth isn't being pulled by the sun. It is simply sliding frantically within that trench. Earth follows a straight line that it thinks is correct, but because space itself has been bent, that straight line suddenly becomes an eternal circle. But wait, if we are sliding into the sun's trench, why don't we slam into it and turn into ash? The answer lies in an incredibly impressive number, 29.8 kilometers per second. That is Earth's lateral velocity. To put it in perspective, this speed is 30 times the velocity of a rifle bullet. At this speed, it takes you exactly 7 minutes to travel all the way around the Earth. This terrifying speed creates a counterforce, making Earth want to fling outward, while the spacetime trench wants to pull us inward. This perfect balance keeps us in a stable orbit. Imagine if Earth suddenly braked and came to a complete stop. In just about 65 days, our planet would fall straight into the heart of the sun before reaching the destination. The atmosphere would ignite, the oceans would boil, and all life would be wiped out in an instant. But don't worry, space is an absolute vacuum. There is no air, no resistance, and nothing that can make Earth stop. The momentum we gained when we were born for $0.60 billion years ago is still preserved almost entirely to this day. So where did that staggering velocity come from? We have to go back in time to when the solar system was still a chaotic cloud of dust and gas called the solar nebula. Under the influence of gravity, this cloud contracted and began to spin. Think of a figure skater. When they pull their arms close to their body, they spin many times faster. This is the law of conservation of angular momentum. Our Earth was born from that frantic swirl. It inherited that rotational momentum from birth. We are lucky because the universe selected Earth. Any debris that flew too fast was flung into deep space. and anything to slow was swallowed by the sun, only we. With a velocity that was just right, we're able to survive to sit here today and reflect upon it. However, this stability will not last forever. Earth is actually silently drifting away from the sun at about 1.5 centimeters per year, and in about 5 billion years. When the sun runs out of fuel, it will swell into a red giant, swallowing Mercury and Venus and turning Earth into a scorching, dead land, but that is a story for the distant future. For now, every time you look up at the starry sky, remember that you are on a massive spacecraft sliding at 30 times the speed of a bullet along an invisible curve of space. We don't fall thanks to the cold yet miraculous laws of physics. It is that delicate balance that has given us a warm home, a place to love and explore this vast universe. Thank you for joining us on today's journey through space. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so we can discover the next mysteries of the universe together.